This is a bad thing. This is the incident which set off the chain reaction to follow. Now, this is first idea discussed. B, my boss yelling at me. This would be what? Idea number 2. I arrived at work and the laptop was not with me. I had to do the presentation, and of course my boss was not satisfied with my performance, and because of that he yelled at me. Now see how many ideas I had under that too, major ones and 4 minor ones. Boss getting angry. He got angry. Why? Because I didn't bring the presentation with me, and the presentation, remember, was on my laptop. So he was preparing for a meeting in which I will present my work. So he had to call off the meeting, and this is something bad for the business. And B, I become afraid. Now that my boss was angry, now that the meeting was called off, I become afraid that something wrong will happen, something bad, will happen. Now, number 2, office meeting. After this, the boss asked me to attend an office meeting, a private office meeting with him. Okay, he started A, shouting at me, and B, he fired me. This was the worst thing that happened in this office meeting. So see how many ideas under B? I have 2. And under number 1, I have 2 ideas, A, B. And under 2, I have again 2 ideas, A and B. Number C, getting stuck in a traffic jam. Now I left work. I'm fired and I left work. And another thing happened to me which complicated this day for me, which made this day even worse. I have 2 ideas under that. Leaving the office to drive home and have some rest. This is like I want to leave the office, A, then I have to drive home in my car. What my aim, this is B, was to have some rest after this horrible day. Now, he was confronted with this problem, which is discussed in number 2, crowded streets. He was now in his car, heading home to have some rest, and he discovered that the streets are very crowded for him. He has to bypass other cars, this is A, or other cars were trying to bypass him. And B, he was not able to find a way out of this crowded or jammed street. This is again horrible for him. Now, these are a number of incidents which depended one way or another on the first one, the laptop being forgotten at home. He went at work, get yelled at by his boss, get fired, and of course he left in a hurry, wanting that he wanted to go back home and have some rest. And because he was angry and depressed and all that, he went into a crowded street, and this crowded street again made his day even worse. Now, in my conclusion, I'll have to tell you something about this general impression. In short, I had one lousy day. In fact, forgetting my laptop in the morning had been one of the worst things that ever happened to me. The bad things which occurred next depended, one way or another, on that incident. I wish I could have the chance to ruin that day and escape being fired. So I'm restating here all the problems I've faced, or in fact a general impression about them, and I hope, I express my hope that I could change that day to the better for me. And of course, this is like it's not a lesson, we can say. It's like this is what I wanted to do. This is a moral lesson to me, more or less. Thank you very much.